Hello everyone. Welcome back to episode 37. As promised, at the end of the last episode, we will begin this episode off with 94 archaeology. As you can see, I'm still sticking to it and pretty much straight after this intro clip. Well, there we go. 94 archaeology. Fantastic. Like I was saying, pretty much straight after this, I'm going to go straight to the new excavation site, dig site, whatever, the new dirt mounds, and I'm going to get cracking on 95. It's 820k, which is a little disgusting because I truly hate this skill. But then I'll be able to get started on everything else, which hopefully is going to lead to a bunch of progress in this episode. So I hope you're looking forward to it, and I'll see you there. Here we go. I couldn't be bothered. We're 4K off 95, and I've got a little lamp here. Let's not milk this any more than it needs to. 95 archaeology, which means ancient invention. And not only ancient invention, right? I can finally get rid of these useless uh, extra artifacts in here, like all these and stuff. I know I probably could have broken them down beforehand, but I just wanted to make sure. If we look at our fragments here, uh, we don't really have enough. That's annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna go look into what I need to do. Okay, let me fill you in where we've gotten to. I went ahead and got the Stormguard Garigi, or whatever it's called, that I needed to use to start the mystery to go up to the Hell's Workshop thing. So that started, and I've sent away the research mission now. Hippo's telling me I should probably wait until after that's back to make sure I get my components, blah blah blah, which will clear up bank space, which is great. Um, so that should happen in about half an hour's time. What I'm going to do in the meantime, because the thing that comes after the archaeology grind, hopefully is going to be the prayer grind to 95. And since I don't want to go to Vyres right now, we have these bones that I can start working through and just kind of get them out the road. So I'm going to go into the Wildy and do this for until the research mission's back, and then I'll revisit the ancient invention stuff. Well, here we go. It's going to be the first prayer level of the grind anyway. Just like that, 93. Two more to go. The bones aren't going to get me to 95, but they'll get me a lot closer to 95. However, right now, it should have been enough time, so I'm going to head over back to the Archaeology Guild and we'll get cracking back with Ancient Invention. Okay, here we go. We've got our pages, we've done our special research. I believe all I have to do is investigate this, hold spacebar through things I don't want to read. Okay, right, untradeable. So I know that we can do random blueprints and they're cheaper to do it this way, but I don't have enough as you can see here. So there's ancient gizmos, the ancient tools, and then the XP capacitor, which I don't even know what that is. But I'm going to do this one. This is the one that should let us do armor and weapons, and if it doesn't, then I'll feel a bit like a dumbass. But yeah, make sure I'm on the right one. Ancient gizmos, craft it. Ooh, exciting. I guess click it. Yes, acquire blueprint. Cool. I'll meet you over at the Invention Guild and we'll have a little look. Okay, so I got over to the Invention Guild. I did the blueprints to get the gizmo shells and stuff. I believe ancient weapon gizmo shell. We need historic components and classic components. I'm gonna get a bunch of my artifacts together and we'll start breaking those. Oh, this is annoying. You can't take out all the completed ones in a noted form. Why? Why is that a thing? Well, I was kind of gonna show off, how many I had and start breaking them down, but it's not that many. What I think I am gonna do is pop an extreme invention potion and then start breaking them down. Maybe it has an effect, maybe it doesn't, but I'm not really gonna use the potions anyway. So I'll come back to you when I've broken them all down and see how many components we ended up with. Okay, that's the boost up. I did 5 minutes of disassembling a bunch of artifacts. I also did one blueprint to actually be able to use the time worn components. If we scroll down, here we go. 110 classic, 2000 historic, 120 time worn, and 120 vintage. I don't know if that's good, but what we can do right now on this clip is, well, so we've got an ancient tool, weapon, and gizmo. Cool. Let's make some weapon ones. Let's just make 5. I'll speed this bit up. All right. Well, we've made them, and this is my first time looking at this. It's wow. I've got ancient invention. Like I could just. What does that even make? Stuff. I'm not gonna mess around with this yet because, well, I don't have 95 prayer, and I really kind of want that before I go heavy into stuff. But yeah, an ancient invention unlock. That's so massive for the account. Okay, I have my plan for what I want to do with the bow. I can't go the aftershock route. I've not been at Vendy for nearly enough time, so we're gonna scratch that one out. So on my other screen here, I've got the list. I'm wanting P6 genocidal, which at my level with the extreme invention is about a 1 in 7.3% chance. So here's hoping, and for the other one, I'm aiming for just equilibrium 4, and I'll be satisfied with that for now. E4. Nailed it. Okay, decision's been reached. If we go into the bank here, we've got our equilibrium 4. It's obviously not ideal, but it'll do for now. Here I've got the P5 genocidal, which I might save for the scythe, and here I've got a bunch of just P6s, which I'll put one on the bow, I'll maybe use one for the scythe, and then I'll maybe use one on the sun spear for Vyres. Yeah, so as far as the bow, when I create it's concerned, it's going to get E4, P6. I couldn't get exactly what I wanted, but it'll do for now. But in terms of the game plan, I think I still need to go finish off prayer, however I decide to do that, though. Well, I decided to use up the bones because I can't be bothered going to Vyres, and there we go, 94 prayer coming in. It's pretty good timing because resets in 4 minutes and I'm gonna go get on that. I will have to go to Vyres. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough bones or ashes or whatever to get to 95. It's still 825k, but one away from the tier 95 prayers. Okay, we are going to go to Vyres. We are 800k off, so that's probably about 3 hours at Vyres, and I'm finally gonna do it. We're gonna buy the Seedicide. Yeah, and we're gonna buy the Seedicide upgrade kit. I think to do this, yeah, well, we need to go to Slayer Master. I'll do that off recording because that's not exactly difficult. And in terms of the gear, I've decided to, well, I obviously got the Sun Spear back, but we're also going to put E4 and P6 onto the Sun Spear. It's just going to help out a wee bit, and those were quite easy perks to get. So I'm going to go get this thrown in the tool belt, get my inventory all set up for Vyres, and go sit there whilst I get on with what I need to get on with today. It's been a long time coming. As you can see, I'm still at the altar. I did a few hours at Vyres this morning, but I didn't feel like going back there, and I had stuff to use and stuff. But, well, one, there's the system update, but two, there's 95 prayers you can barely see underneath. 95 prayer, it's fucking massive. Anguish, turmoil, all this good stuff, but, yeah, that is really huge, and that's going to be the start on with the Nox bow. I want to get the Prif diaries done. I'm not going to go into detail into this right now, but Terran win 7 out of 12, 1 out of 11, blah blah blah. I want to at least get the Uzium medium. I'll think about it after that. So after the system's updated, I'm gonna either come back and say, right, we're going for this totem just for funsies, or we're gonna go get started on Terranwin diaries. But yay, 95 prayer. Alright, the update's done. Nothing that I really care about right now. If we go into the diary like we were talking about, so we need to enter the thing while wearing a full set of mono gear. That's alright. This should be pretty easy. Equip the Tyrus Helm and just buy that. Mine a limestone. We can do that whilst we're here. And kill a shadow inside the Temple of Light. We just need to switch to Ancients for that. So let's begin by walking through the door. There we go. Success. Talk to this guy. Yo, what's up about the task system? There we go. We have the first quiver on the account. barely any stats, but whatever. It comes with the prayer bonus, and we'll be able to put the Araxi arrows in that. But I'm not quite satisfied here. We're going straight on to the medium now. Yada 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 yada. There we go. Quiver 2. One more prayer bonus than Quiver 1. To keep this clip going out a little bit, if we look at the hards, we can do all of them except one, which is one summoning level. I think I'm actually going to stop here for now because I don't really need to go on to it just yet, but it's nice to know that I'm pretty close to being able to do the hard. There's just so many of them to do, but cool. 2 done. Right, I think this has went on long enough. You can see the inventory, you can see what we're going to do. Oh boy, first of all, let's look at the wealth evaluator, just under 2.6. If we craft our spider leg, what is it now? 2.75. Okay, noxious longbow, yep, make it. Okay, what about now? Still 2.75, really. There we go. We have a noxious longbow on the account. Yep, look at that. I mean, it's not that crazy. I still would have preferred the staff, but it's still nice to have. If we augment it, there we go, it's augmented. We'll put precise 6 on it, and we'll put equilibrium 4 on it. Well, it was actually the other way around. But yep, now we've got our augmented noxious longbow. If we look at the wealth evaluator, it's way back down. And I'm not quite done yet. The barrows die. I thought long and hard about this, but I decided, you know what, may as well. I want to use it, and it's just going to sit in my bank, and it looks so much worse if I were to put this on a Nox staff. At least on the bow, it's not as offensive. So one more time, that's what we look like before, and this is what we look like after. Yep, I know. There we go, it's died. And that's what it looks like after. Absolutely barely any difference at all. But you know, I've got my second tier 90 dyed weapon on the account. This promotes so much stuff, but like I said, with the whole point of this lets me do racks a little more efficiently, coupled with the prayer. This lets me get into Legios, which I'm excited to do. But there is one more thing I want to do before the episode ends, and you may or may not be able to guess what it is, but the next clip will make it very clear. Here we are, Temple of Light, with the bow. We are going to do the dark bow grind. I thought it was more common than 1 in 1024, but that's what it is. We have 40 kills on the account so far, and I guess we're going to see how much I end up with. This is the gear I'm rocking with, just pretty much all my range gear. I've got the necklace on to regen my prayer. I've got my quiver with my Araxite arrows in it. I'm going to overload for a little bit, but it turns out that might not be necessary, in which case I'll just stop. But time to get grinding. There we go. Dark bow obtained. And if I go into here, I killed 1 extra. Only because I had to grab my headset. So 803 KC is when I got the dark bow. A little bit under drop rate, but not enough for people to inherently call me a spoon. Well, now that the dark bow's achieved, I think you know where you're going to see me next. Well, fuck. I forgot about it yet again, and I'm sure people watching saw this coming from a million miles away. I have the Hydrix, I have the dark bow, I've got my souls, I've got my Reaper, I've got the ornament kits, I'm all ready for the EOF, except for one thing. I don't have the rumbling components, and I really don't want to break my Drygor, because it's the only one I have. I'm tempted to buy boots because that'll give me 5 components and that's 2.5 EOFs just right away. But it's my techie and I still don't have basically any of the abilities. I only have one. So I'm very, very conflicted right now. I think I'm actually gonna hold off and just for the meantime I can tell myself, it's fine. I've got everything else ready for the EOF and maybe I'll try and get back into KK and get some more kills and hopefully get another drop because I'm due one at this point. Okay, once more we come to the end. I'd like to thank you for watching episode 37. We got so much done. Of the main attractions, the you know died Knoxville. That's pretty cool. But also in this episode, we achieved 95 archaeology and 95 prayers. So in terms of my range setup, just in terms of ancient invention, the tier 95 prayers, and a tier 90 weapon now, it's huge. It's such an upgrade. I don't have the EOF, and I'm gonna be making a point of going forward to get this. So in the next episode, hopefully I'm going to get back to KK, but if I don't, I'm definitely going to be getting into Slayer and getting over to the Hydrix Dragons and trying to just get it out the road because then I can get started on Legios and stuff, which will be, I think, quite fun. But yeah, like I said, thank you for watching, and I hope you're looking forward to the next episode. See you there.